Okay, here's what I was wrong about. Here's what I learned about bass fishing. I'm going to explain to you guys how to benefit. I was wrong when I had this perception or this belief that bass turned off and got harder to catch after a cold front. I had this belief for years because for a lot of it, it was my experience. I would have good days, before a cold front rolled in, and then I'd have bad days after they didn't. And I just thought, my belief was that when a cold front went through, and like today, you got bluebird skies. Like right now, it's super windy. It's a bluebird skies. The wind turned around from the south to the north yesterday. Bad cold front, and I experienced a lot of difficult fishing after that. Let me give you one prime example that really formed my belief on this, that took me a long time to realize I was wrong about. I was fishing a tournament down at Bassmaster. It was my first year on the circuit. Bassmaster Invitational at Sam Rayburn Lake. First time I'd ever been on Sam Rayburn. And guys, I had a practice down there at Sam Rayburn. It was the last day of practice. And it was a warm, late March day. Water temperature was probably, upper 50s, around 60 degrees. Water was up, flooded in the bushes. And this day that I had that day, I'll never forget it. I was taking a floating lizard, and I was throwing it around these flooded bushes, these clear water bushes. And guys, I must have had 50, I'm talking 50 bass over 4 pounds that would swim up out of those bushes in that clear water and grab that lizard and swim away with it. And then I had my hook cut off, so I just shook them off. I could not believe it. It's like I went back to the room I was staying with, rooming with the guys, and I didn't say anything except to this one friend of mine. I told him what I was doing. I said, dude, I have never seen anything like this. I said, I'm going to win this tournament. I said, the only thing in my mind is how am I going to win it by 10 pounds, 20 pounds, or 30 pounds? I've never seen anything like this. And the next morning of the tournament, of course, a cold front rolls through. And with the day before, it had been warm and calm, muggy, that type of thing. And the day that cold front rolled in, that morning when we took out, or when I launched my boat, the wind had switched around to the north, and it was blowing 25 miles an hour, and the temperature dropped about 20 degrees. I went out there with the floating lizard, just like I'd done the day before, and never had a bite on it. I went from shaking off